Welcome to another Tech Help video brought to you by AccessLearningZone.com. I am your instructor, Richard Rost. Today's video is all about scanning barcodes. I'm going to show you how to scan UPC or ISBN barcodes and look up products in your Microsoft Access database. Today's question comes from Coleman in Honolulu, Hawaii, a Platinum member. Coleman says, I would love to be able to use a barcode scanner with my Access database. At first, it would be nice to be able to just scan a product and have the details appear on the screen while I'm talking to a customer, but eventually I'd like to be able to tie it into my order entry system. I know nothing about scanners. Can you help? Well, Coleman, you're in luck. I certainly can. I used to sell computer hardware back in the 90s and real early 2000s, and I built my own barcode system using Microsoft Access, of course, and I scanned products for the things we'd sell off the shelf using UPC codes. We sold some books, so I had ISBN numbers in the database, and I also put serial numbers on components of computers we'd buy. So if a hard drive went into a computer, I could track that specific part using a barcode. So if the customer brought the computer back, we could scan the barcode and make sure that that was the hard drive that we sold with them. So yeah, I know a lot about barcoding. Let's go through some of the basics first. First, you've got to decide what kind of scanner you want. There's corded scanners where you just plug it into a USB port. There's wireless scanners that, again, have a USB dongle or they might run on Bluetooth. I recommend those, although I've got an old corded scanner here that I still use because I barely use it now that I'm doing online training. But even back in my PC hardware days, I still just had a wired scanner that just plugged into the USB port. And of course, there's in-counter scanners like the ones you see at the supermarket. And there's also things called portable batch scanners. These are scanners that aren't connected to a computer, but you can scan things. They're good for warehouses. It'll store an internal memory. Like if you're doing inventory, you go beep, 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 beep. And then when you get back to the computer, you plug it in or you connect it, and it will download what it just scanned. Those I haven't really used much, but the first two, corded scanners and wireless scanners, are what we're going to talk about today. Now, of the barcode scanners that are popular, there are laser scanners and image scanners. Laser scanners have that little red light that comes on when you scan a barcode. Usually you got to pull a trigger and then the little red light comes on. Okay? Those are usually good for scanning your normal barcodes like you find on products or on books. The image scanners, like the kind that you find in your cell phone, actually take a picture of the barcode and analyze it. Now, those can be used with what are called 2D barcodes. I'm going to talk about that in a second, like QR codes. Those are 2D barcodes. And if you want to get into barcoding, I'll recommend an app for you in a few minutes that you can use. You can do barcode scanning right on your Android phone, or I'm sure they have them for iPhones. I'm not an iPhone guy. I use Android. But as you can see there, I got one that I recommend. Okay, types of barcodes. 1D barcodes, those are the typical bars that you see. Okay, they have bars in one dimension, a straight line. Goes right across. Okay. 2D barcodes are a little more complicated. All right, these require an image scanner. 2D barcodes can hold a lot more information. You can load them up with whole URLs to web pages, for example. 1D barcodes are typically the ones you find in inventory solutions and simple stuff that you do with your Access database, and that's what I'm going to show you in today's video. Yes, it's possible to do 2D barcodes with Access, but it's a whole lot more complicated, and that will be the topic of a future video. Now, even of just the 1D barcodes, there are a ton of different symbologies, different kinds of barcodes. Fortunately, pretty much every barcode scanner that you're going to buy nowadays is programmed to understand the majority of the barcodes. You've got the UPC and EAN codes that are on pretty much every product made. One is mostly United States and Canada UPC codes. The other one's Europe and the rest of the world. But they're basically the same thing. One's 12 characters, one's 13 characters. And of these, there are a lot of different variants, like an ISBN for book numbers and so on. Then you've got code 39 and code 128 and a ton of different standards. I like to use code 39 myself. It's a very simple thing to install on your computer. You can get a free font that lets you produce the barcodes. I'm going to do a separate video talking about printing your own barcodes. In this video, we're just going to talk about scanning existing barcodes. But I'll put a link to my printing barcodes video down below. And code 39 is the one that I like to use. It's nice and simple. There's the U.S. Postal Service has their own postnet code that sometimes you'll see on mail merges. There's all kinds of different barcodes. And like I said, most handheld scanners that you're going to buy today will read pretty much all of these. Then we've got 2D symbologies. There's lots of these. There's QR codes. You'll see those all over the place. QR codes can have all kinds of information stored in them, usually web page addresses. You scan it with your phone and it takes you right to a web page. But there's lots of other ones. Data Matrix, Aztec, PDF 417, dot code. You'll see these on UPS packages and stuff from Amazon and all kinds of different places. It's just another way to cram more data into a smaller space. And again, you will need an image type scanner, not a laser scanner, to read these. But you can also read them with your cell phone too. So setting up your scanner is pretty easy. Like I said, I've got myself a simple little wired handheld barcode scanner. I've had this thing for probably 20 years, and it still works great. Plugs into the USB port. From what I've seen from all the newer ones, it's got all the same features. This technology really hasn't changed since the 90s. All right, you plug it in. Windows will automatically configure it. Windows 10, Windows 8, even Windows 7 should work fine with most handheld USB barcode scanners. The drivers are built into Windows. You should see setting up device, and then a second later, it'll say your device is ready. Unless you buy some cool new image scanner that's got custom drivers, you shouldn't have to deal with that. I set up an image scanner for a customer a couple of years ago, and it just was plug and play. You plug it right in, Windows recognizes it, good to go. Then you take your product, a book like this one. You find the barcode on the back. Load up whatever application on your computer you want the scanned numbers to go into. I'll just load up Notepad, for example, and you can just scan a bunch of stuff into Notepad. All right. Then push the little button, the laser comes on, you scan the barcode, and there it is. It goes right into your Notepad application. So I've got my laptop set up with my little handy-dandy barcode scanner. I got Notepad running. I got a copy of a book here written by some really cool dude. Wonder who that is. Okay. And on the back of every book, you'll find, of course, a barcode, an ISBN barcode. Take my little handy-dandy scanner, just like this. You've seen this happen in stores a million times, right? And there it goes. And there goes the number right into Notepad. I grab another book. This is one of my favorite books, too. Teach Yourself C. All right, I learned how to program on C in this book a long, long time ago. All right, ISBN book on the back. And scan it. And there it goes. Now, it's important to note that every time I scan something, the number would come in, and then it would be followed by an enter. So it would scan in the digits and then enter. Okay, and we can use that in Access because now we can use that to either press a button, right, a default button in a form, to do something, or to fire an after update event, if you know VBA programming, right? I have seen some scanners that were configured not to do that. They scan in a certain number of characters and stop. Usually there's some settings that come with the scanner you can change. You'll have to consult the scanner documentation if your scanner does not put that enter. You want that. If you want to see my recommendations for which barcode scanners to purchase, if you're looking to buy one, or what cell phone apps I recommend to use your cell phone as a barcode scanner, go take a look in the description down below. Put some links down there for you. So now that we understand the basics of what barcodes are and how they work, kinda, let's go ahead and build a database that we can use to quickly scan a barcode and pull up what product that is. That's what Coleman wants to do first. So here I am in my Tech Help free template. Go download a copy of this if you want. It's on my website. It's a free download. There's a link down below. Let's start out by making a product table. So let's create and then table design, right? A product ID. Now that's going to be an auto number that's going to be saved in the table. Access handles it. Access maintains it. If you don't know about auto numbers, go watch my auto number video. We're going to put an auto number in pretty much every table. Now, that's not going to be involved with our barcoding at all. What we are going to have is a product code. That's going to be short text. Because, yeah, you can use text too, especially if you're making your own barcodes. Okay? If you want to keep the barcodes short, you can incorporate letters too. Right? A463, and you can fit into 4 letters what might take you 8 numbers, right? We'll talk more about that in the next video when we get into generating our own barcodes. For now, we're going to stick with barcodes that are on other products, like UPC codes or ISBN numbers. Now put in the standard product stuff, whatever information you want to store on your products. So we've got the product name. We've got a description maybe. That could be long text. We can put in the unit price, right? Currency. We can put the quantity on hand, a number, whatever other stuff. A picture. You want to store a picture of each of your products? Go watch my images video. I show you how to attach pictures without actually attaching them in the database. All right, watch my imaging video. I'll put a link to that down below too. All right, let's save this table. This will be my product T. All right. Close that. Let's make a form for it. I'll copy my single F. This is part of the template. If you didn't watch the video where I build the template, we make some blank forms down here that we can use and just copy these, right? Copy, paste, product F. This will be my product form. All right, let's open that guy up. Let's go to design view. This is where the product is going to be, okay? First thing we do is we bind the table. Go to all. Record source will be my product T. All right, we can close that now. Let's bring in the fields. Click, shift click, click and drag. I covered this in my Access Beginner 1 class, by the way. That's free also. And the only reason I leave these guys in here is for the formatting, because I can do this. Watch, click, then go to the Format tab, Format Painter, right? And then paint over that, see? And then this one, I want to paint over the rest of them. So I'm going to double click on it, hold it down, and go paint, 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 paint. Just copies the format over. Then I can get rid of these. Cute little trick, right? Okay, product ID, I'm going to left justify everybody. Left align. Product code, this is where we're going to scan our barcodes into. The full product name. Okay. Alrighty. Save it, close it, and let's open up our product form. Let's put some stuff in. Alright, so first I'm going to tab here. Product code is where the barcode is. So grab your handy scanner, find a product. I'm going to grab a copy of my book, my Complete Idiot's Guide to Excel 2010. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to scan that barcode in. Now notice it scanned in the barcode and it pressed enter, so it went right down to the next field. That's exactly what I want. Now I can type in the product name and the description. Right, Complete Idiot's Guide to Excel 2010. Whatever else I want, right, by Richard Rost, and so on. Okay, unit price, I don't know what they sell this thing for, 15 bucks. Okay, quantity on hand, I got one left. Got rid of them all. All right, tab. Now I can go to the next product, scan something else in. Now, you're probably asking at this point, is there a way to grab the product information off the web? Yes, there are free databases that have thousands and thousands of products in them. If it's got a UPC code or an ISBN number, chances are it's in one of the free databases. One of my favorites is the openlibrary.org. They've got a database of all of the ISBN numbers for books. And they have an API where you can send it a URL like this, okay? And then you should replace this number right here with whatever ISBN you want to look up. There, I just pasted mine in and then hit enter. And it will bring back all the information on my book. That's a JSON file. I will cover how to read this and actually use Access to send that out and retrieve the information and to fill those values into your database in my barcoding seminar that's coming up. This does involve a little bit of VBA programming, but it is possible. I'll put a link to more information on the barcoding seminar down below. I'll include a couple of links down below for different ISBN lookups for books. Those are usually free. UPC codes, I do have one free one that I use from time to time. I don't do much of it, to be honest with you. There are a lot of them online, but a lot of them charge a fee. So if you just go online and do a search for UPC lookups, you'll find tons of them. But in my barcoding seminar, I will show you how to do this. But for today, we're going to create a database where we scan in the product code and we type in the product information ourselves. Let's put one more in. Okay, just scanned in a UPC code. That's a bottle of Gatorade, so I'll just put it in Gatorade. Okay, price is, I don't know, $5. All right, so we've got a couple things in our database here. Now, could you make a continuous form where you can just go scan, 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 and have it continue to scan? Sure, why not? Set up a continuous form like my customer list here, right? Where you can just go from field to field. And if you want to make it so that you just go scan, 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 all you have to do is come in here, take the properties for all of these text boxes, right? Go to Other, where it says tab stop, say no for all of them except for one. Let's pretend first name is the barcode field. All right, now make that guy a tab stop. All right, now if you open up this form, right, you can go scan, 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 scan. I'm just hitting the tab key, right? Scan, scan, scan. If you want to scan in a bunch of products at once. All right, but still see all their information, for example. Okay, there's lots you can do. Now, how do I make a form so that I can scan in something and have it look up the product? All right, that's the main focus for this class. Well, let's put a scan field right here on our main menu, Design View. All right, let's grab a text box, put it right there. All right, we'll put the label above it. We'll make the label, let's go white. Oh, I did the wrong one. Click on that and go white. And let's make the label say scan, or product lookup. How about that? Product code lookup. Like that. And right underneath it, we'll put the field that we'll scan stuff into, right? Like that. Okay. Now this will be an unbound text box. All right, let's give it a name. Let's call it product code lookup. Just like that. So what we'll need to do is we'll scan into this field. Then we'll need some way of opening up our product form to the product code that was scanned in. Well, there's a couple of ways we can do it. If we know VBA, we could use an after update event, but there's a simpler way too. We can create a default button on this form without any code. A default button is simply a button that is pressed if the user presses enter, which happens to be what the database does after a barcode scan, right? It gives you all the numbers and then presses enter. So let's drop a button on here. All right, right there. Let's go to Form Operations, Open Form, Next. We're going to open up the product F, find that, Next. We're going to find specific data to display, Next. Match the product code lookup with the product code. All right, that's a text box on the form we just created. Match that with product code. Next. All right. Picture's fine, or go, or whatever you want to put on here. Right. Lookup. Whatever. Next. All right. Give it a name. Right. Lookup button BTN, and then finish. All right. So that's the button that will actually execute the search. So let's save this and test it real quick. Open this up. All right, I opened up the wrong thing. That's a good idea, though. Let me copy that product code, because I'm not going to actually scan it with my scanner. I'm on a different computer right now. The scanner's on another computer. But let's pretend I scan it in, scan, okay, and then hit the lookup button. Boom, there's my product. See, the button does that. Okay, let's find the other one. Let's unfilter this. Let's get the other guy. Let's grab the Gatorade, copy, come over here, right, scan, and then hit lookup. Boom, there's the Gatorade. Okay, now, how can we get that to handle automatically? Well, Design View, open up the properties for this button. All right, go to the Other tab, I believe. Yeah, Other tab, there's Default. It's normally set to No. Set that to Yes. There's two types of buttons you can have on a form that are special, Default and Cancel. The default button is pressed if the user presses Enter anywhere on that form, except in like a text box where you can press Enter to go to a new line. If you're outside of that, if you're sitting anywhere else, if you press Enter, then the default button kicks. The Cancel button will execute if the user presses Escape anywhere. That's good for like a close button. But I'm going to set the default to Yes. Now what's going to happen? All right, if I open this up, if I scan that at the scanner is going to insert an Enter at the end, which I'm going to press Enter on my keyboard, and look at that, it executed. I'm actually going to go test this on my other computer right now that has the barcode scanner on it. Hang on one second. Okay, here I am on the other computer that's got the barcode scanner on it. See, here's the barcode scanner. Haha, got a little book right here. Ready? Gonna do my scan. I'm sitting. Make sure you got your cursor sitting in the product code lookup box. All right, ready for the scan. Here we go. And look at that. I didn't do anything. It scanned it. It pressed Enter, and it looked up the product right there. So there you go. That's the basics of it. There's the basics of barcoding 101, right? The different kinds of scanners, different kinds of barcodes. How to create a product table and form to store your products with their UPC codes or their ISBN numbers or whatever you want, or your own internal codes if you want that. We know how to create a field with a lookup button that our scanner will automatically push with that enter key to look up our products. Now, I've got a lot more coming with barcoding. In the extended cut for members, I'm going to show you how to scan a product in and have it automatically added to your orders, right? Go to customers, go to orders. We've done this before. If you've never seen this, go watch my invoicing video. That's free too. I'll put a link down below. Right, the members have a little box down here where they can pick a product. I'm going to add a scan box. You can scan something in and then beep, it goes right up here into the order. That's going to be in the extended cut. Plus, I've got another free video coming showing you how you can print your own barcodes. I'll put a link to that down below as well. Lots more coming on barcoding. Want to learn more about scanning barcodes? Well, in the extended cut for members, I'm going to show you how to scan products directly to an order. Now, if you haven't watched my invoicing tech help video, go watch that. It's free. I'll put a link down below. What we're going to do is we're going to add a little scan barcodes here box down there, right? Use your scanner, click, scan. If it doesn't exist in the order already, it will drop it in the order. And if it does exist in the order, it'll just increase the quantity. So you don't get those big, long, gigantic, long receipts, right? Then I will also show you how to have the database say, hey, the barcode isn't in your product database. Do you want to Google it? That'll at least pop up a Google window with the product information. You can copy and paste it into your database. I will be covering in my full barcode seminar coming up soon how to actually have access go out to the web and get the product details. But that's later on. All right, for now, this is all covered in the extended cut for members. Silver members and up get access to all of my extended cut videos. Okay, here I am in the product database. Notice I've added a little box that says scan barcodes here. All right, let's come down here and click on the scan barcodes. Okay, got my book ready. Here we go. Scan it in. All right, what happened? There it is. It's up in the order. Let me scan it again. Oh, it goes up. Look at that. 3, 4, just like in the store. All right? Got my empty bottle of Gatorade. Scan it. And we got Gatorade. Scan it. Scan it. Scan it. There we go. That's all covered in the extended cut for members. How do you become a member? Click the join button below the video. After you click the join button, you'll see a list of all the different types of membership levels that are available. Silver members and up will get access to all of the extended cut tech help videos, live video and chat sessions, and more. Gold members get access to a download folder containing all the sample databases that I build in my tech help videos, plus my code vault where I keep tons of different functions that I use. Platinum members get all the previous perks plus access to my full beginner courses and some of my expert courses. These are the full-length courses found on my website and not just for access. I also teach Word, Excel, Visual Basic, ASP, and lots more. But don't worry, these free tech help videos are going to keep coming. As long as you keep watching them, I'll keep making more. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and feel free to post any comments that you have. I do read them all. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, which is completely free, and click the bell icon and select all to receive notifications when new videos are posted. Click on the Show More link below the video to find additional resources and links. You'll see a list of other videos, additional information related to the current topic, free lessons, and lots more. YouTube no longer sends out email notifications when new videos are posted, so if you'd like to get an email every time I post a new video, click on the link to join my mailing list. Now, if you have not yet tried my free Access Level 1 course, check it out now. It covers all the basics of building databases with Access. It's over 3 hours long. You can find it on my website or on my YouTube channel. And if you like Level 1, Level 2 is just $1. And it's also free for all members of my YouTube channel at any level. Want to have your question answered in a video just like this one? Visit my Tech Help page and you can send me your question there. Click here to watch my free Access Beginner Level 1 course, more of my Tech Help videos, or to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching this video from AccessLearningZone.com.